Good afternoon, YouTube. I just wanted to make a quick video on President Trump. Um, Essentially, this is his address to the nation after the Senate impeachment trial, of which he was acquitted. Um, I felt very deeply the State of the Union address hit right home. I'm not American, but my God, you have to have a heart of stone not to admire what he was trying to accomplish with giving people so much credit, so much. I've never seen that in a president before. Maybe before my time, but I've never seen a president like that before. That can reach out and remember so many different stories from so many lovely people that are like heroes amongst common people, and then reward those people for their hard work. This one guy dying of cancer for years was a pro-conservative host to further conservatism in the United States, and he's dying of cancer, stage 4 right now. Trump rewarded him with the Medal of Presidential Medal of Freedom, I think. So there was a young girl who was 21 weeks in the gestation period. She was slated to die. I believe they saved her life. She's now a healthy 2-year-old girl. Trump will pay for her education. Lovely young lady, and pardon me, a young a young mom and her daughter. Then, of course, the beautiful reunion of the husband and wife. The husband was at war, so Trump brought him home to see his family, his 2 kids, and his wife. I mean, it goes on and on. And Pelosi actually ripped up the speech in front of everybody. I hate that. It was nothing more than like a little stunt for her to do so she could get her little publicity in. But I apologize for ranting. I just wanted you to see a few moments with him, the address the nation, and then I'll comment again. Thank you so much for your attention.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. Wow. We've all been through a lot together, and we probably deserve that hand for all of us because it's been a very unfair situation. I invited some of our very good friends, and we have limited room, but everybody wanted to come. We kept it down to a minimum, and believe it or not, this is a minimum. But a tremendous thing was done over the last number of months, but really, if you go back to it, over the last number of years, we had the witch hunt. It started from the day we came down the elevator, myself and our future First Lady, who's with us right now. Thank you, Melania. And it never really stopped. We've been going through this now for over 3 years. It was evil, it was corrupt, it was dirty cops, it was leakers and liars. And this should never, ever happen to another president, ever. I don't know that other presidents would have been able to take it. Some people said no, they wouldn't have. But I can tell you, at a minimum, you have to focus on this because it can get away very quickly. No matter who you have with you, it can get away very quickly. It was a disgrace. Had I not fired James Comey, who was a disaster, by the way, it's possible I wouldn't even be standing here right now. We caught him in the act. Dirty cops, bad people. If this happened to President Obama, a lot of people would have been in jail for a long time already, many, many years. I want to start by thanking some of, and I call them friends, because, you know, you develop friendships and relationships when you're in battle and war, much more so than, gee, let's have a normal situation. With all that we've gone through, we've done, I think, more than any president and administration. And really, I say, for the most part, Republican congressmen, congresswomen, and Republican senators. We've done more than any administration in the first few years. You look at all of the things we've done. I watched this morning as they tried to take credit for the stock market from think of that. Let me tell you, if we didn't win, the stock market would have crashed. And the market was going up a lot before the election because it was looking like we had a good chance to win. And then went up tremendously from the time we won the election till the time we took office, which was November 8th to January 20th. And that's our credit. That's all our credit. And leading up to that point was our credit because there was hope. And one of the reasons the stock market's gone up so much in the last few days is people think we're doing so well. They liked the State of the Union speech. It really is. It's a true honor to give it. Making the State of the Union speech, I was with some people that have been around. They've been all over the world. And one of them said, highly sophisticated person said, you know, no matter where you go in the world, it doesn't make any difference. There is nothing like what I witnessed tonight. The beauty, the majesty of the chamber, the power of the United States, the power of the people in this room. Really an amazing evening. I don't think there is anything like that anywhere in the world. You can go to any other country, you can go to any other location, any other place. It's the beauty of everything. It's what it represents and how it represents our country. I want to start by introducing some of the people that are here. I know some are going to be left out, but they work.
I'm sorry to cut him off there, but I really what I'm most impressed on is that Trump. The idea of Trump, the idea of the U.S. is exactly that point. There used to be, when I was young, an idea of America. That idea was something like America is a powerhouse. America is to be respected. America is something. It's because in Europe, there's like a kind of a hatred or a jealousy of the states, if you will. And it may go back to when, you know, the founders separated from like from British and French and so on, you know, rule. But it's exactly the way he explained it. There's like a regal tone to the room in that address, and there it was so beautiful. It was really a touching moment. You had to have a heart of stone not to appreciate what they were trying to do. And the Democrats were completely acting like they probably told everybody on the Democrat side not to clap nor stand no matter what. And still there were some of them that were trying to clap and whatnot. There was a guy I saw on Fox News Business that said they were sneering and jittering and so on. But I saw some people on the Democrat side clapping. So at least there was that. But how could you not be moved by the State of the Union that he presented? It was beautiful. I have to say it's a very happy day for me. I'm very happy that Trump was acquitted of all impeachment charges. As Trump said, you know, like, you never know how things would work out if we were defeated, or, you know, we know what happened now that he won. You know, there's several consequences now that he won, but the biggest consequence is that the United States will have a great president, hopefully, that gets reelected in 2020, because God knows that we need a great, strong leader right now in North America, because we certainly don't have it in Canada. I only wish that he was president of Canada, Prime Minister of Canada. So, essentially, amidst many adversaries and a lot of lying, a lot of fabrication, of stories created by Schiff, and essentially ignoring their moral judgment, Pelosi and Schiff and Nadler and the lot of them, to condemn an innocent man. I know it from his perspective, and he was trying to say it there, that no ordinary person could handle it. Try to put yourself in Trump's shoes. You're judged by the strength of your enemies, and your enemies are surrounding him like crazy. He's got a lot of allies, but so many enemies. Donald Trump. He's innocent. He was innocent. That the outcome must be like this no matter what, and yet it was in question. It is a deeply sorrowful moment for America, really, because it was so close. About 4 or 5 votes kept the president on from being falsely impeached under no crime, just a hypothetical pseudo crime. No crime, no crime committed. Trudeau commit crimes. There are many crimes in which, if you hold a fair, unbiased tribunal for Trudeau be convicted of obstruction of justice, of trying to influence the Attorney General for his own ends, conflict of interest, so many things. You can, if a fair trial were to take place there, and actually an unbiased judge. But Trump was innocent. So I can't imagine the toll that it takes on his family, that on himself as a man. How he can tolerate that pressure is incredible. It's a superhuman feat. One cannot put him down at all for what he managed to survive on that. And this won't be the end. The Democrats will keep pushing because they know their lives are on the line now. If they don't stop, they themselves will probably be criminally prosecuted because that's what they deserve. There is now evidence circulating that they unfairly tried a president under pseudo crimes and whatnot for impeachment just so they could get impeachment. And fortunately, the founders structured the Constitution in such a way it can be corrupted, no doubt about that. But in the end, the truth still prevailed, and I'm happy about that. That's what it means. People will say, "Oh, he was acquitted," but he still. Maybe some people will say, "Oh, he still committed the crime." No way, no chance. I looked at the trials. I watched the trials. Many of them, they're so long. It's like 9, 10 hours, 12 hours. They just go on and on all day debating it. I can't imagine the stress that man was under. He may not sleep at night. I couldn't. In his position, I wouldn't. I'd be so stressed about this thing. So, I'll conclude with this. America is so fortunate in this moment that they have Donald Trump.